So we are back, and we're talking about Samhain. That's right, the Cardona shit. We'll talk about that later. So, Devil's Last Dance Hardcore War. If the team with Sal the Pal and the Gymp, if they lost, they basically had to go back to Father James Mitchell and who would
own their souls forever.
What I love, and I'm just going to talk about this with Samhain in general, they did not care. They had Father James Mitchell, multiple people drunk, to the point where Father James Mitchell was literally doing lines of fucking cocaine, and they just did not care. It was awesome.
NWA baby.
He was the host, and they were like, let's just really get in there, and all of this is done literally attached to a Masonic temple.
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of cool.
It's awesome. So the match itself, hardcore team war. I'm usually not a fan of this. Basically, it's a gauntlet.
Right.
You get pinned, you leave, and at the very end, the team can choose a person to return for the last chance to win. Obviously, because it's Max the Impaler. Max the Impaler was the final one to do that. It wasn't as hardcore as it usually is. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. If I want hardcore, give me hardcore.
Right.
Don't do kind of hardcore. Give me hardcore.
Right. It felt a little tame.
Yep. It was a little tame. I thought it was incredibly tame. We're not going to go through everybody because there were like 10 people in this match.
But who were the final two?
The final two were Gaagz the Gymp and Max the Impaler. And there you go. And it was really Faithful won. It was a fine match. I'll give it Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Being nice.
Be nice.
I'm being nice on that one. So this was the Loser Leaves NWA match with Rolando Freeman as the special guest referee, Brady Pierce, and Rush Freeman. Here's what I like about NWA. They explain how they got here, so even if you don't watch the show, you know exactly why these two were fighting.
Right.
You know exactly how we got to a Loser Leaves NWA match and why one of the Freeman brothers is a special guest referee.
Yep.
All of that is already explained so you have context.
Right.
And that's what I love about NWA. It's great. It's the one thing I also noticed, it's kind of weird not hearing Velvet Sky.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It was very weird, but I thought they still did a very good job at
absolutely.
commentary. But they're such a great team, you know.
Anyways.
Rolando low-blowed Pierce and was about to pin him, but Matt Cardona came out, basically ruining the match. But the match technically never ended. Cardona beat everybody. He basically had Freeman win the match, and there you go. So Brady Pierce is no longer there. Nice to know you. Orange Cassidy thumbs up. And then the Matt Cardona stuff. He did not have an open challenge. He actually called out William Patrick Corgan. I thought their back and forth was good. And then we had Kamille come out and run Cardona off. And that was really it. I feel like that was sort of a waste of time.
But whatever.
It was fine. The one thing I noticed that there weren't nearly as many like promos as there usually are.
Right.
They're like trying to run through this, which is great. So this was the Pillar to Post False Count Anywhere match for the world's junior heavyweight champion, Colby Corino and Joe Alonzo. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
I did like that they showcased how many people were in there. They packed that place.
Yeah.
I'm good for freaking them. It's awesome. It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
It was hard because the lighting was everywhere as it relates to it being good enough.
It's set up as a concert venue. It is not a traditional arena venue. So that's we'll probably see something very similar to that when TNA goes back to the Palms, because I think that one is also taking place in an opera hall. So it's going to be set up a little bit weird.
Yep, it is definitely going to be set up a little bit weird. But it was the DDT for Colby Corino to win. With Joe Alonzo, I like him, but he's losing a lot in a lot of big matches, and it's like his stock is dropping for me, but Colby couldn't lose this, but once again, rocking a hard place.
There we go.
Orange Cassidy thumbs up. It was fine. It was there. The rivalry was there. So this was a, what was it called? So essentially, if you go for a pin, you have to take a shot.
Huh.
It killed the flow of this match because they had to stop, go to one of these bartenders because apparently not any goober can pour a drink into a mini solo cup and take a shot. It just killed all the momentum in this match.
And it probably wasn't even like real alcohol either.
It's the NWA. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actual alcohol.
I'm pretty sure that would be dangerous.
Maybe, but it's not like they took like 1,000 shots.
Right.
I think like between everybody there were maybe 6.
Oh yeah. So
Kerry Morton apparently is a good old country I go to church every Sunday boy because he was pretending like 3 shots or a sniff of alcohol put him on his ass. It's sort of campy. Yeah. I didn't like it at all. It was
weird.
It was a really weird
match.
It was roll up with a feet on the ropes for the Southern 6-2 win. The whole match, actually. Then there was a post-match. Thumbs down. And that's unfortunate because I like Kerry Morton.
Right.
But this is sort of where it was. Submission match. Blake Bulletproof Troop taking on Jax Dane. So Dane is the babyface in this match.
Which is okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, because Jax Dane is not always known as the baby face.
Yeah, he is a much better heel than baby face. It was fun. I liked it because it was something. It wasn't campy, and I think I'm like, okay, I'm tired of the campiness. Let's at least have something here where I can grasp onto, right?
Right.
It was a camel clutch for Troop to pass out, which I'm actually happy for that nobody like tapped out.
Right.
These two beat the crap out of each other. I liked it. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. But there was no title or anything, so, there you go.
So it's like, whatever.
For the NWA NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions, that is what it's called. So, Pretty Empowered defending against Natalia Markova and Taylor Rising. It was fine.
Yeah.
I've seen better Pretty Empowered matches. I've seen better Markova matches, and I am not familiar with Taylor Rising at all.
Right.
This ain't Triple H. It was cool. It was Code Kylie for the win.
Cool.
Orange Cassidy thumbs up, being nice.
Yep.
I sort of figured Pretty Empowered were going to win because they're on Pretty Empowered right now.
Right.
They're
Everyone's on Pretty Empowered right now.
Right. I'm pretty empowered right now. Anyway, Thrill Billy Silas Mason taking on Chris Adonis in a Burning Lake brawl match for the NWA National Heavyweight Champion. Just let him do it.
I know. There's all sorts of hardcore matches. It's just like, oh my god.
This was a short, but I really like this match.
Yeah.
Every time I see Thrill Billy in a match, I'm just so happy that he's doing that, and it's all well and good. It was a thrill ride for the win. I'm giving Orange Cassidy thumbs up.
Yeah.
What were they calling Chris Adonis? Something Jesus?
I don't remember.
It was something like that. So in the Riddle Box 6-man match, it was Violent J and the Brothers of Funstruction taking on Vampiro and La Rebellion.
The Brothers of Funstruction.
I love it.
God.
I like this match. It was exactly what they said it was going to be. A bunch of colorful boxes, and every weapon was to the gimmick.
Right.
So you had, as an example, popcorn with thumbtacks in the popcorn.
Right.
The actual wrestlers competed for the majority of the time. They have good chemistry. And at the very end, obviously, Violent J had to get the pin with the Falcon Arrow on the tacks. I like this match more than I thought. I'm going to give it a full thumbs up. It was good. For the NWA World Women's Champion, it was Kenzie Paige and Ruthie J. Ruthie J is fairly new with an NWA, but she is very good. There's a lot of really good wrestling here, and I was so stoked on it. But here's the thing. Kenzie Paige has huge shoes to fill with Kamille.
Right.
This was a good start, but she needs that definitive match to really put her over.
Right.
I would like to see Kamille go for the title one more time.
I don't think she's going to, though.
But given the fact that Kamille wrestled already and it just felt like a mess for Kenzie to get to this spot, it should have been done better.
Yeah.
But they rushed it, and it's like, okay, now you're the world champion. You started out good, but who is next? Who now can you beat that would be on the same level like Kamille had? Kamille beat people like Melina, Max the Impaler, the 2 awesome matches with Natalia Markova. What do you do now with that opportunity? So, there you go. It was the Kenzie Cutter for the win. Short, fun match, full thumbs up. There's potential. There you go. In the Kings of the Round Table match.
Oh, God.
So you can put them through a square table, but not a round table. That's how you win. You put them through a round table.
This was weird.
Blunt Force Trauma taking on Nox and Murdoch. Nox and Murdoch cannot go for these titles anymore. They have had, I think, at the very least 3 chances, and they lost every single one of them. But I did like this match. I liked it more than I thought I was going to. The homages to the Templars and all of that, it was campy, but it was fine. And I did like the ending, where, oh God, what's his name? Aaron Stevens, that's his name, dressed as one of the Templars, hit Nox, and then there was a double chokeslam for him to go through a round table. And Blunt Force Trauma are still the champions. Once again, Nox and Murdoch were screwed, and they're probably going to continue it, but I'm going to be nice. I like this match more than I thought it was going to. The stuff with the little person and going through a mini table didn't need to be done. No.
But it was there.
People popped for it, so I'm happy about that. It looked like a good time. I'll give an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. BFT are still champions. And finally, in our main event, EC3 and Tom Ladimer for the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. This was a no limits match. Tom Ladimer is supposed to be a heel, and he was dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage. It was kind of weird. Kamille dressed as Miss Elizabeth. Once again, kind of weird, but it is a Halloween-themed show. EC3 continues to put weird tattoos on him. He had another, just line. It's like, I understand you can do what you want to do with your body, but dude, can we choose something different than just putting a random line on you? Assume you're just going to be full of lines.
Pretty much.
But this was a very good match. Good Lord. These two, I swear to God, cannot have a bad match together. It was very compelling. The story was told very well, especially the stuff with Cardona, out of nowhere, essentially setting up a 3-way, and I am 100% for that. It was a double underhook pile driver for the win. A good match. I'm going to give it a full thumbs up.
Overall, the show gets an Orange Cassidy thumbs up for me.
Yeah, same thing. The expectations were they were higher than what they were. It was fine. I'm glad we didn't watch it live. So, when we come back, we have a very special match.